What's up, everybody? Zero here with a game of Sticks and Stones on Stadium. I'm not playing High Roller or anything like that because, I'm not a balla. But it's a pretty exciting game nonetheless. One thing you might notice is I didn't have the Huppet pre-roll on my game this time, and there's a reason for that. It's not because anything against Huppet or anything like that. I'm still frequenting the forums over there and doing things, but I decided it's time to expand where I'm submitting my videos and try to get a little bit bigger audience. So this one is probably going to be submitted to Machinima Respawn just through their Facebook app. I don't know if any of my subscribers are familiar with that or not, but basically all you do is go to Facebook, look up Machinima Respawn, and they have their own app where you can sign up and view videos and bump the videos up and basically just get more exposure if you want. And if you have a lot of friends, you can have them bump your videos up, and the higher you get bumped up, the better your chances of getting featured on Machinima are. So if anybody feels like it and you would like to install the app and bump my videos, that would be awesome, but you don't have to. My username for the app is the same as my PSN ID, just prototype_0 in all caps. I don't think the capitalization matters or not, though. But as far as the gameplay goes, you can see I'm off to a pretty bad start here. I keep getting bankrupted and keep getting knifed and stuck, and just not having a good time at all, but that turns around. Sticks and Stones just isn't one of those games that you want to play when you're stressed out. It's one of those that you just want to play strictly for fun because there's too much of an element of chance in it. And the fact that it uses the 3 weapons from the game with the absolute worst hit detection just makes it kind of frustrating. I even have host this game, which you can't really tell because the hit detection's still so horrible, but once I start knifing, you'll be able to tell I have a distinct advantage over everyone else. But that's the way it goes. Just gotta be thankful for the good times that you have. But in Sticks and Stones, even if you are doing good, that doesn't really matter because you can go from being well in first place to being absolute last place within an instant right at the end of the game. It's all about chance and luck. If you look at the screen now, I'm in first place, and I stay in first place for quite a while before I get bankrupted again. But it happens, and it's just something that you gotta live with when you're playing. I think the first few games of Sticks and Stones I ever won, I was way behind and actually won those just because everyone else got bankrupted. It was kind of fun, but it still doesn't feel too satisfying when you win on a technicality type thing like that. I like winning because I won out of skill, which, if you look at strictly that in this game, I would have won. I guess I kind of gave away the ending where I don't get first place, but I end up with a 2-to-1 kill death in this game, which is pretty much the best. There's another guy in here called Polish Monster, and he's just tears me up constantly. He's always sticking me and bankrupting me and setting me back. But eventually I come out on top, at least kills anyway. You kind of want to be on top of the end of this game and not until the very end, because when you're in first place, you just have a big golden dot flashing on the map wherever you are, so everyone knows where the first place guy is, and everyone has their tomahawks out trying to bankrupt you. In some ways, it's kind of frustrating and not fair, but in other ways, it makes things real tense when you get out and get a good lead, because you know everyone's coming after you. And right here, things are real tense because I have no ballistic knives, I have no crossbow bolts, and I threw my tomahawk, so all I have is just my knives that I have to run around and stab people with until I pick that up. But it's gone again already, so I'm back to just stabbing people. And this is where the host advantage really kicks in, because you can see I'm just lunging like an incredible distance to knife these people, and there's nothing they can do about it. But I missed that guy and end up in a pretty bad situation here out in the middle with nothing. He just seems to be too fast for me to get. And I turn my back on that guy and get bankrupted. So, like I said, you can go from being on top of the world to being at the bottom of the pile in no time whatsoever in this game. and being on top is kind of the bad place. But right now, you can see that I'm going for the first place guy, but didn't quite make it. But I still finished in the money, and that's what counts. At least I didn't lose anything.